Hello my dear students, welcome to my channel. Here Mr. Adi. Today I'm going to start the Capstone final project. So if you want to get 100% grade in this project, you must follow this video step by step and you will get 100% grade in this project. If you want me to do this project, I will do this just in 1 hour and will give you A plus grade in this project. Even I will do your complete course like MATLAB Excel, Access, Word, PowerPoint, Power BI and Outlook also, and I will help you in your other courses also like all type of accounting and finance, mathematics, statistics, information technology, computer science, management, marketing, all type of writing work, MATLAB, Python, C++, Java and other courses also. We are a complete team. That's why we are providing help related to all online courses, and we have a guaranteed that we will provide A plus grade in your all classes. It's better for you if you will make a deal for complete course. We will charge very reasonable price like student price, and we will give you a big discount also if you will refer other students. Let's start this project. The name of this project is Final Project Chapter 5 to 7. In practice, Excel 365 application capstone project 3 skills covered in this project. So basically these are the skills which we will cover in this video. So use the countif function, build sum if formulas, build borders and add field to format a worksheet, build a date calculation, create an if formula, nest, x, match and index function, build an array formula, group and format worksheet, copy a worksheet and rename tab, create a static data consolidation, insert a picture in a worksheet, create a custom template, convert an array to a range, set data validation with a list, nest and if error formula, insert a checkbox from control, check accessibility, add worksheet production, create a workbook from template. Now I'm going to start the main steps. So basically almost like 24 steps are given to perform this project and final figures are also given. When we will done our assignment, we will match our answer with this final figure. Let's move on step number 1. So step number 1 is open the Code Yard Medical Project 3 Excel ACP3 start file. If the workbook open in protective view, click the enable editing button so you can modify it. So basically in this point says that open your answer file. If you will see here enable editing, then you will click here at enable editing. After clicking the enable editing, your workbook will be enabled. So part A is done. Now I have already enabled this answer sheet. So step number 1 is done. Now step number 2. Step number 2 is the file will be renamed automatically to include your name. Change the project file name if directed to do so by your instructor. So basically in this point says that you don't have to save the file with your name because the program will add your name automatically. So you don't have to save the file with your name because the program will add name automatically. So step number 2 is done. Now step number 3. Step number 3 is build account if function. So step number 3 has almost two part A and part B. Now I'm going to do part A. Our part A is select cell J4 on the billing sheet and start the count if function. So basically we will go to answer sheet and we will switch the billing worksheet. In billing worksheet we will insert the function in J4. So select the cell J4 here. So part B. So first we will insert the count if function in J4 is equal to count if function. Just click add insert function. Part A is done. Now part B. Part B is select cell F4 up to F33 for the range argument and type these arrow like greater than or less than with no space between with the symbols as the criteria. These symbol criteria find cells that are not empty if you type the formula and close the symbol within the quotation mark. So basically in part B, we will select the range, this one, to copy this range, Control C and paste this range here in the range. So we'll take the range, which one range? F4 up to F33. This one, F4 up to F33, this one, okay? After take the range, we will press tab and we will take the criteria. Which one criteria? These one. So these shows that the cells are empty. So our formula will take just those cells which contain text or value. So we'll put these symbols like in inverted commas, less than or greater than, and again inverted commas, and we'll just click that OK. These symbols show that these symbols show just empty cells. Okay. So step number 3 is completely done now. Step number 4. Our step number 4 is create a sum if formula. So step number 4 is almost 5 part A, B, C, D, and E. Now I'm going to do part A. Our part A is select cell J5 and start the sum if function with cells E4 up to E33 as a sum range argument. So we will select the cell J5 and we will insert the sum if function, sum if function, this one. Okay, double click at this function and just click at insert function, and we will take the range for sum range. Which one range? E4 up to E33, and we will also absolute this. So copy this and we will paste this range here. Press tab. Okay. And part B now. Part B is select the department name column for criteria range 1. Remember that argument range must have the same dimension. Same dimension means that we will absolute this range also, like here in part 1. Okay. So we'll take the range, criteria range 1. Which one range? Department name. Okay. So where's department range here? And we will also absolute this range, this cell. Okay. Paste tab. Okay. No, part B is done. No, part C. Part C is for criteria 1, type bar and multiplier sign for the bariatric department. If you prefer to type the formula, you must include quotation mark around the criteria. So basically in part B, in part C, we will take the criteria 1. Which one? We will type this one. And we will type this one in inverted commas. So just Control V, paste this text here and press tab. So this text is in inverted commas now. So part C is done now. Part D. Part D is select the billing date column for criteria range 2. So we'll take the billing date column for criteria range 2. So billing date is this one range. We'll take the range F2 up to F4 up to F33, and also we will exclude these range. Exclude this range. Press tab. And part D is done now. Part E. Part E is for criteria 2, type less than or equal to 1 by 1 and like its date. Okay, to select dates in 222, if you type the formula, include quotation mark and the adding participants. Okay, so in part E, we will copy this and we will paste this in criteria 2. Okay, so after this we will click here at OK. So just check here, in 22 we have find it just 325 value. So first we will check here in department column for bariatric in 222. So first we will check here in 222. So just check here in 222 we have find it just this one value 3225. Okay, so step number 4 is completely done. Now step number 5. Our step number 5 is copy and added some ifs formula. Step number 5 has 5 part A, B, C, D and E. Now I'm going to do part A. Part A is copy the formula in cell J5 to cell J6. We will copy this formula, like we will drag this. Okay, so just select the cell now J6, and in part B added the criteria 1 argument in cell J6 to select the cardiology department. So we will add this formula, just select the cell J6 and open the function argument, and we will change the criteria 1 here. We will just write here C, its mean cardiology. Okay, part B is done. Now part C. Part C is added the criteria range 2 argument to refer to the values in the date paired column. So we'll take the criteria range 2, raise this range, and we will take the range this one B4 up to B30. Sorry, B4 up to B34. B4 up to B34, and we will also exclude this range. Okay, so part B is also done now. C is done now. Part D. Part D is added the criteria 2 argument to find dates after 222. After 222 means we will select those values. We will find just those values which are paired in just 223. So this is correct. So just click that. Okay. Okay. So step number. So part D is done now. Part D. Our part D is format cells J5 up to J6 as currency with 0 decimal places. So we will select the cell J5 up to J6 and we will apply the currency style with 0 decimal places. Degrees decimal. Okay. We will reset this formula again. I think my answer was wrong. So we will again reset this formula. I was put it everything right, but I didn't know why my answer was wrong. No, my answer is right. Just check here. Just click right. Okay. You will put this formula. Okay. Just check here. You will put this formula. Then our value will be 850 because in 223 total paid for cardiology is 850. Just check here 850. So we will find the cardiology paid for just 23. It's 222, but we will find just 223. This one, okay. So in just 23, cardiology paid is 850. Okay. So step number 5 is completely done now. Step number 6. So our step number 6 is apply a format to cells in the billing sheet. So step number 6 says almost 5 part A, B, C, D and E. Now I am going to do part A. For part A is merge and center cell I3 up to J3. So we will merge and center the cell I3 up to J3. We will select these two cells and then go to alignment tab. Just click that merge and center. So part A is done. Now part B. Part B is set the font size for the merged cell to 16 pt. So we'll change the font size, go to font size here, and we'll change to 16. Part B is also done. Now part C. Part C is select cell A3 up to G3 and apply a single solid outline border. So we will select the cell A3 up to G3, copy this range, and we will select this range in the name box and press enter. So this range is selected now. After selected the range, we will go to border and just click add mode border, and we will select the outline border. Part C is done. Now part D. Part D is place a solid vertical border between column and a dashed style horizontal border between rows. So we will select the solid style line. So we'll select this one. In default setting, we'll just select this one. Okay, this one. Okay. So part D is done. Now part A. Part E is place a solid single bottom border for cells A3 up to G3. So we will just click right OK, and again we will go to borders and we will apply the bottom border also. Okay. So step number 6 is completely done. Now step number 7. Now step number 7 is determine and build an if formula using dates. So step number 7 has almost 8 steps. Now I'm going to do part A. Part A, select cell G4 and build a formula to subtract the invoice date from the paid date paid. The first result is 95 days. So in step number 7 in part A, we will select the cell G4 and we will insert the function. Without insert the function, we will subtract the values like invoice date from date paid. So go to cell G4 is equal to invoice date from date paid. So is equal to date paid minus invoice date and press enter. Okay. So our first result is 95 days. Just check here. Okay. So part A is done. Now part B. Part B is copy the formula to cells G5 up to G7 and note the issue when there is no paid date. So we will drag this from G5 up to G7, G5 up to G7, okay, G5 up to G7, and part B is done. Now part C is undo the copy task. So we will undo this. So Control Z from your keyboard, and part C is done. Now part D delete the formula and cell G4 and start an if formula. So we will delete this formula. Control D delete from your keyboard, and we will enter the if function now. If function, double click at this function and insert function here. So part D is done. Now part A. Our part E is for the logical test argument build the subtraction formula from step 7A. So we will take the formula from step A. So in step A, formula was our subtract the invoice date from the paid date paid. This one, subtract the invoice date from the date paid. So we'll take the formula from here, like like F4 paid date minus invoice date, like B4. Okay, and next is greater or equal to 0. So we'll put here is greater or equal to 0. And next is the logistic test is that the result subtraction the number of days is greater than or equal to 0, that is or that is not or negative result. So part E is done. Now part F. Part F is for the value if true argument show the subtraction value, a subtraction formula when the result of the subtraction is greater than 0, the subtraction is carried out and the result display. Okay, so we will put the again subtraction formula in if the value true argument. We will again put this function f4 minus f b4 f4 minus b4, press tab. Part F is done. Now part G. Part G is for the value if false argument type a space the display and as an empty cell. When the result is a negative number, the cell display as blank. So display an empty cell mean we will put the inverted comma 2 times. Okay, and value if false we will put the inverted comma 2 times. Press space also. Okay, inverted comma, then press space, and again we will put inverted comma, and after this we will click that okay. So part G is done. Now part H is copy the formula to cells G5 up to G33 and preserve the border. So we'll drag this formula from G4 up to G33. Okay, so step number 7 is completely done. Now step number 8. Our step number 8 is nest X match and index to display the department name for Physican. The index formula looks through cells A3 up to G3 to find the name that matches date in cell I11 and display the corresponding department name. So step number 8 has almost 5 parts, part A, B, C, D and E. Now I am going to do part A. So our part A is select cell I3, start an index formula, okay, and choose the first argument list. So also you can insert the formula from here, from lookup and a reference category, and also you can insert the index function directly. Now I am clear. I will clear now. Select the cell I13. So first we select the cell I13, I13 and I13. You can insert the function through formula, through here, go to formula tab and just click at lookup and references, and you will find here index function. Just check here, and also you can insert the function directly is equal to index function. Okay, and part A is done. Now part B. Part B is select cell A3 up to G3 for the array argument to identify the entire range of data. So just click that insert function, insert function, click at OK, and we will take the array. Which one array? A3 up to G33. So we'll copy this range and paste this range here in the array and press tab. So part B is also done. Now part C. Part C is for the row number box nest an X match function to look up cell I11 in the D3 up to D33 array. So basically in part C, we will insert the X match function, and after inserted the X match function, we will take the array which one D3 up to D33. So first we will insert the X match function bracket, and we will take the range, which one range, D3 up to D33. Paste this range here, bracket close, press tab. Sorry, First we will take the lookup cell, which one? I11. So we'll take the lookup cell I11, comma, and then we will take the array, this one, D3 up to D33, and bracket close, press tab. So next is part D. Part D is nest a second X match function for the column number argument to look up cell I12 in the A3 up to G3 array. Okay. So again we will insert the X match function and we will take the lookup cell I12 and array is A3 up to G3. So we will again insert the X match function bracket and we will take the lookup value, which one? I12, I12, comma, and we will take the array, which one? A3 up to G3. Paste this range here and bracket close. In figure 1, so first we'll check here in figure 1. Yes, I have inserted the function, correct? Just check here in figure 1. After this, we will click that OK. So just check here. So part D is done now. Part E select cell I11 and type ESOM. So copy this and we will paste this text in I11. So I11, select this and go to formula bar, erase this and paste this text here, or you can write and press enter. So this value is also changed when I change the text here in I11, then in the value I13 will be also changed. Okay, so step number 8 is completely done now. Step number 9. Step number 9 is less unique and sort to display a list of physical names. So step number 9 is almost 4 parts, part A, B, C and D. Now I'm going to do part A. Our part A is select cell IL4 and select cell L4 and start a sort function. So we'll select the cell L4 and we'll insert the sort function. So just go to L4 and is equal to, we'll insert the function sort. After inserted the sort function in part B, now part B is nest a unique function for the array argument and select the physical name without the header, the result spell to display the list. Okay, so we will take the physical name without header in part B. So in part B, first we will nest the unique function. Okay, and we will insert the unique function now. This one, double click at this function, double click at this function, and we will take the range. Which one range? Now select the physical name. So we'll take the range physical name, this one. After this we'll press enter. Yes, okay. So I have put this formula in L4. Just check here in function argument, I have put this formula. Okay, first I have insert the sort function. After insert the sort function, we have put the unique function and we will take the we have take the range D4 up to D33. Okay, so part C now. Part C is select the physical name in column D and replace place with Adams. Okay, so first we will select the physical name in column D and replace place with Adams. Okay, so first we will select the column D, select the cell column D. After selecting the column D, we will find and replace this name. So go to Home tab and just click at Find and Replace, and just click at Replace, and we will find which name? Pels. Copy this and paste this text here. Sorry, paste this text here. Press tab and replace with Adams. Okay. After this, we will click at OK. Click at Replace All. All done. We made 2 replacements. So we have find just 2 replacement. After this, we will click at Close. So step number 9 is completely done now. So just check here in this figure, in figure 2, I have done this step totally correct. Just check here in this figure 2. So step number 9 is completely done. Now step number 10. Our step number 10 is group and format worksheet. So step number 10 has almost 7 steps. Okay, now I'm going to do part A. Part A is browse the data on the calls and calls 1 and calls 2 worksheet. These worksheet track data for 2 weeks. So basically it says that check the or switch the sheet calls 1 and calls 2. So part A is done. Now part B. Part B is group the calls 1 and calls 2 sheet. So we'll group these 2 worksheet. Right click at this worksheet and select. Sorry, we will just click at calls worksheet and press Ctrl from your keyboard, and then after this we will click at calls 2 worksheet. Okay, so these both 2 worksheet are selected now. After selected this sheet, part B is done. Now part C. Part C is apply the center across selection command to cells A2 up to H3. Okay, so we will copy this range and paste this range here in the name box and press enter. So this range is selected. Now after selected the range, we will apply the center across selection command. So select this range and then go to and select this range, and we will right click here and just click at format cells. After this we will click at alignment, and in horizontal gallery we will just select the center across selection and we will click at OK. So part C is done. Now part D. Part D is fill the day names to reach Sunday. Sun means Sunday. Okay, so we will complete the range. Just click at Monday and we will drag this up to H5. So part D is also done. Now part E. Part E is from the page setup dialog box, change the page orientation to landscape. So we'll change the page orientation. So go to page layout and just click at in page setup gallery. We'll click at merge orientation and we'll select the landscape. Part is also done. Now part F. Part F is from the page setup dialog box, add the footer that displays the sheet name in the center select section. So in part F, we will insert the footer node, custom footer like. So go to page setup, setting, and just click at header and footer tab, and after this we will click at custom footer and we will insert the footer with the sheet name in the center section. Just click at center section and we will in center section we will insert the sheet name. After this we will click at OK and OK again. So part F is also done. Now part G. Part G is ungroup the sheets. We will ungroup this worksheet and right click and ungroup. Just click at ungroup sheet. Okay. So step number 10 is completely done. Now step number 11. Our step number 11 is copy and rename a worksheet. So step number 11 has 3 parts, part A, B and C. Now I'm going to do part A. Our part A is copy the calls 1 sheet to the end. So we'll copy the call one worksheet, right click at call one worksheet and just go to move or copy. After this we will select this option, create a copy, and after this we will click that OK. Part A is done. Now part B, name the copied sheet, and also we will move this to the end. So drag this and move this after the calls to worksheet. Okay. So part A is done. Now part B. Part D is name the copied sheet as consolidate. So we'll rename the sheet. Right click and just click the rename and paste this name here, or you can write, press enter. Part B is also done. Now part C. Part C is format the tab color for the consolidated sheet as red accent 5 darker 50. So we will change the tab color of sheet. So red accent 5 darker 50. So right click at this worksheet and then go to tab color and we will apply the red color accent darker 50%. Red accent 5 darker 50. Right click, red accent 5 darker 50. This one. Okay. Okay, just check here. Tab color is applied now. So step number 11 is completely done. I have done almost 50 to 60% of this final project. This is complete capstone project. So if you want to get complete project, I will do this just in 1 hour and will give you A plus grade in this assignment. Even I will do your complete course like MATLAB, Excel, Access, Word, PowerPoint, Power BI, and Outlook also. And I will help you in your other courses also, like all type of accounting and finance, mathematics, statistics, information technology, computer science, management, marketing, all type of writing work, and other courses also. It's better for you if you will make a deal for complete course. We will charge very reasonable price like student price, and we will give you a big discount also if you refer other students. Thank you for watching this complete video. Please subscribe this channel for upcoming assignment. Once again, thank you.